Hello, welcome to Tasty Classics. Now I've got so much stuff to do, but I can't make it into sort of individual episodes. They're just like little things that I need to do here, there and everywhere. So what I thought of doing is putting it all into one big video, which we're about to see. So what's coming up? We're going to go through the fleet and rank them. We're going to go through my top 10 Tasty Classics Resurrections and why they're my top 10. I need to get the Land Rover down for an MOT. It's that time of year again. Last time it cost me £3 grand. Let's see what it cost me this time. We say goodbye to the XJS and we say hello to the winner of the Porsche Boxster. But before we get into all of that, we need to have a look at this thing here. This is the new and the first for 2025 raffle car. There was a lot of people last year going, when are you raffling the TT? Raffle the TT, I want to win the TT, the TT. It is going to go. It is going to be raffled. We're going to sort it out in this episode. Now, if you want to win this, there is already a link in the description so you can go on and buy your ticket to win this car. It's going to cost you £1 to buy a ticket for this car. So you just buy a £1 ticket and then you might win it. And it's really nice, really, really nice. But we're going to get it ready. We're going to do a couple of little jobs on it. It's recently had a mega service and MOT and all that sort of stuff, so it doesn't really need anything, but there's a couple of things that I would like to do. This bit of paintwork here, I did this when we were doing all the stuff, and I did it with rattle cans just to have a play with silver with rattle cans. I usually use paint guns, painted lots of great stuff with paint guns that does a fantastic job. But I was just having a little bit of a go with that, and it looks absolutely really bad. So we're going to take it down to a smart repair place, and we're just going to get them to sort that out for us. Only because it's too cold for me to do it at the moment, and they've got all the equipment and stuff, and it's silver, and it's going to be easier if we just give it to them, get them to clean it all up, and while we're doing that, we can have a nice drive in the car again and sort of, you know, make sure everything else is okay in it. Also, this tyre keeps going flat. I don't know why, but it does. It's flat at the moment and it's just got a slow puncture. So I'm either going to get that repaired or get the tyre replaced, and then we're going to give it a nice wash, nice clean, nice polish, and we're going to park it up and then wait for 1 month, and then the raffle will be drawn, and one of you guys or girls can come down and drive this thing away. You know, I've got to thin the fleet out, okay, and I need some money. Need money in because I keep spending all my money on other items. So I need to bring some cash in, and I can't keep them all. And there's a bit of a plan for this year. There's a bit of a goal for this year. I need more sort of inside space. I don't like the cars sitting outside as much, really, especially the Rover and the Panhard and the truck. Rather they were inside, keeping warm, where I could sort of stare at them all the time. So what I'm thinking of doing, and one of the reasons why I'm moving some cars out of the way for the time being, is potentially we're going to knock number 17 down and attach it to the main workshop so I can park cars inside and just have a lot more space. So that is potentially something coming up this year, and for that again I do need a bit of cash in. It's very, very expensive to do, so there might be others going up for raffle at some point. I can't think of any yet though, but the TT is the one that, well, it's taken the sharp end of the stick, so it's got to go, however upsetting that may be. It's worth explaining just a couple of finer points, right? So if you want to enter this raffle, it's going to cost you £1. The link takes you to a website called RAFFLE, or if you go to my website, Tasty Classics, there's a link there, it takes you to a website called RAFFLE. That's because they manage everything for me for the raffles and stuff. They can get around it all, and they just do all the business end of it, because I think that you've got to have stuff like licenses and so. Anyway, they deal with all of that, so that's where it'll take you. Just in case you click on it, it takes you somewhere else and you go, oh, am I being scammed? You're not. It's taking you somewhere else. That's where you can put your £1 in the machine. The other thing to mention is that it says here on the logbook, this car has been damaged but was deemed suitable for repair in the past, which means it was a Cat N write-off. I think it's N, don't quote me. I only remember Cat C's and D's. I don't know the new like N's and S's. But anyway, it might be a Cat N, might be a Cat S. Do your own research on it. It's got a very, very long MOT till like August next year, I think. Again, can't quite remember. But it's perfect. It's been serviced, cam belt's been done, everything's superb. You don't need to worry about anything with it. But I'm just making you aware that it does have that written
on the logbook, and it will show up on HPIs and stuff, just so you know. But if you're getting it for £1, who cares? It's a bargain, you know. But it is just worth mentioning that. I did mention it when I first bought the car as well, but just in case anyone didn't pick up on that. Always like to be transparent. Right, let's get some air in this tyre, and then we'll head off to Saltley and we'll pick it up hopefully in a couple of days. It's finished a couple of days, and we'll see what it's like.
So, the Jag. Now this thing it's a big old project. It's not something that I could really undertake. I mean, I could, but it's just a massive amount of work and money, and there's other stuff that I want to do. Got Capris and things to box off, you know. So this thing is going home, which I'm really, really pleased about. I had this message off Will. Will is, so let me tell you the story, okay? So try and keep up with this. I bought it off this guy, off eBay, and it was his mum's car. His mum is Will's grandma. I think Will's in his 20s, I think. Not sure. And the car, well, the car was sort of, his mum stopped driving it, right, when it developed the various faults. Parked it up, and Will said to me that him and his friends, one of the reasons the windows were down, I think, is him and his friends used to sit in it and play in it all the time, which is great fun, and they all dreamed and talked about restoring it one day, which is awesome, really. And so yeah, he emailed me, and we've been speaking and stuff, and he's like, look, I just want to try, so I want to do what I can to try and get this thing back on the road. And I've helped just by getting into a position where it now runs and moves and drives and stuff, which, you know, it would have been tough to sort of pay someone to come and do that, really, because it was in such a bad way. But we've done a lot of the sort of groundwork there just to get it to a place where it is possible to restore this thing. So Will's going to come up on Saturday with a trailer. He's going to take this thing away, and then he's going to start a series of restoring it. You can follow him on Instagram. I'll put his thing here that you can search for on Instagram to find him, and I think he's going to do a TikTok series on it as well. That sun is so bright. I'm going to stand like this. We'll see. You probably won't be able to see me now, will you? But anyway, so Will's going to do a little series on this. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing where he goes with it, how far he goes with it, and fingers crossed, you know, one day this thing might go back on the road again. I think it'd be really, really good if it did, and it'll stay in his family then, because it was a, you know, it was a big part of their. She loved this car. The woman that I was speaking to in the first episode, she absolutely adored it, and it's going back, and she's going to be able to see it running and driving again and see what her grandson is going to be doing with it, you know, restoration wise. And I think that's fantastic, and better than it, I don't know, sitting in the corner up here with me, probably never getting round to it. So to get it all ready for him on Saturday, for him to come and collect on a trailer, I got it going again this morning and moved it from where it was parked there to where it's parked here now. She's a rough old girl, but she's got potential. It's got absolute potential, and it'll be, you know, it's the, again, it's what I've said before, it's the nice one to have. It's the V12HE. It's got the nice wheels. It's got the nice colour. It's got, you know, serious potential, and it is very, very solid. And now here's where it sits ready for him to take away. And again, let's just all wish him the best of luck. All say hello to him. I think this is going to be, you know, it's going to be a serious project, but he's got the passion and the reason to spend the money and to do it, you know, because if you gave this to most people, they'd probably say, oh no, it's I don't want to go anywhere near it. But he's got reasons too, you know, so best of luck to him. And that is, for me anyway, the end of the story of the XJS. I might get other XJSs one day though, but because I really liked, I did really genuinely enjoy working on that car. Anyway, on to the next thing. Hi, I'm Ben. I like lists. Lists are good. They sort of like keep order in the world, don't they? When we last did this list, probably, I don't know, 8 months ago, something like that, the fleet was very, very different. It's changed. It was this big and now it's this big. There's 2 more cars than I had before, which is good, but, you know, we need to step up our game, don't we, really? Need to get that to 20, 30, 40, 100. That'd be nice. A lot of cars have been added and some cars have been taken away. This is my least favourite to my most favourite of all of my cars, which is a bit nuts, isn't it? But I'm going to do it, okay? So, in at number 15, it's the Granada. It's a newcomer to the list. It's the Granada. The Granada, I'm just going to pull some bits out of in Capri 5 and then I'm going to scrap it, if you wanted to know what's happening with that. Number 14 is the Panhard spares car, and the reason that spares car is above that spares car, this is the little one that hides down the alley. The reason that is more than that one is because there's more rare stuff I need off that car than I do on the Granada. It's got like the windscreen wiper stuff that I still need to do. I'm probably going to do it all in the summer, I think, really get stuck into that and maybe move that shell on. I don't know yet. It's easier to think about things like that when it's a bit warmer and the days are a little bit longer. Anyway, in at number 13, now this is a drop down for the Morris from number 8. It's plummeted down there. And the reason being is it's now off being restored somewhere else. It's half my car anyway, so I can only half like it. It doesn't all belong to me, so I can only half like that car, so it has slipped down to number 13. Plummeting down the ranks to number 12 is the Disco Very. Now the Disco Very was number 6, but the Disco Very is just down at number 12 because, I mean, I don't know, I've had it for a few years now. I kind of get annoyed with it not being automatic sometimes when I'm going long distance, and mainly not having the cruise control. The cruise control when you're towing is just, it's so much better. And because I go quite far in it, there's lots of 50 zones and stuff in the UK, average speed cameras and stuff. It's just annoying. Sometimes if the trailer's heavy, it'll push you over the speed limit if you're going down hills and stuff. It's just, you just need that sort of, anyway, it's number 12. Number 11 is Car You Haven't Seen Yet. Car You Haven't Seen Yet is gone down to number 11. I didn't have it when I did that one, but Car You Haven't Seen Yet is number 11 because you haven't seen it yet. And I don't know, maybe when we do see it, it'll go up the ranks. Number 10 is the 205, another newcomer to the list. It's an awesome car, I love it, but I haven't done much with it yet. And again, when we get it out in the summer and go and do a bit of rallying and stuff in it, maybe it'll climb the charts. Number 9 is another newcomer to the list, a car I didn't have before. It's the Cortina. I love the Cortina, but there's better cars that well, not better cars, because some people think the Cortinas might be number 1. But for me, there's other cars I like more than the Cortina. So it's number 9. Number 8 is the Spitfire. I love it, but the reality of the Spitfire is you just can't use it very much. It's miserable weather here. Miserable all the time. It's a convertible, it's very cold, it's got British Leyland heaters, it's a summer car. In the summer I'm going to get it out again and, you know, enjoy it and do more bits and parking outside and stuff, but for now it's just sort of tucked away in there, which is a bit annoying really. Does mean it slips down the list quite far. Number 7, and this may come as a surprise, okay? Slipping down 3 places is the Capri. It's one of those things, it's hanging over my head a little bit at the moment. I need to get it away and you'll see all this in Capri 5 when that comes out, hopefully next month. But I just need to get that moving. And at the moment, it's slipped down because it can be annoying that it's there because it's big. So I just need to get that moving and do stuff with it. When Capri 5 comes out, it'll probably rise up the list again, and when it's finished it might rise up the list massively further, but at the moment it is a big paperweight. And number 6 is a newcomer to the list, and again you may be going, oof, I thought it was going to be a lot higher than that. It's the RAFFLE van. I love the RAFFLE van, but there's 5 more cars that I love more than it, but I do love the RAFFLE van. The RAFFLE van I've got a lot to thank for, but it was also a very, very long period of my life that was very, very hard work. So it's number 6, but I love it. It's parked there. I've got it. Everything's good. If there wasn't those 5 cars, it would obviously be number 1, wouldn't it? Number 5 is the Focus. The Focus is one of those cars, you got to drive one. They get under your skin and they're just really, really good. The noise they make, everything about them, they're kind of like, because it's a Ford Focus, you don't really have to like, I need to word this properly, but you don't have to care as much, if that makes sense. Parts are relatively cheap. You know, if you scuff your foot on the door card getting in and out, it doesn't really matter. And that is the beauty of the car, because it's so fast, it's just so much fun and so much fast, enjoyable to drive and stuff. But at the same time, it's just a Ford Focus, so you're not babying it, you're not worrying about it, it's just parked outside. I love that car. It's a really, really good car, and I recommend getting one because they're a lot of fun. Number 4 is the Rover P4. Now, the P4 100 that we've got parked outside, I'm liking it more and more every day. The P4 has gone up a place. It was in number 5. Just the styling of it, every time I look at it, I think, God, that's a bloody good looking car. I really, really do like the P4, and I'm interested to do more on it. But again, I'm going to wait for warmer weather to do that. But it's really cool. I really like it a lot. It's gone up to number 4. Number 3 is the Panhard. For similar reasons as the P4, it's just, I love the way it looks. I love everything about it. It's just a very individual car. Nobody else has got one. It's cool. I like it a lot. It's a very, very smart thing. It has dropped down though from number 2 to number 3. So what's number 2 and what's number 1? Number 2, is it going to be the truck? The truck was number 1 last time. No, it's not. The truck has slipped down to number 2. Now again, if number 1 wasn't there, it would still be number 1, but it slipped down to number 2 because in first place is the 911. The 911 was my dream car. At the same time, the truck was my dream car, but the truck was more achievable. I couldn't stretch to a 911. So I wanted the 911 a little bit more than the truck, but I couldn't quite afford it at the time. The truck was more achievable, so I got the truck, but now I've got the 911, it was the one that was harder for me to get, therefore it goes up to number 1. That is the new list. Very nice to see. If you have the time, if you could comment and let me know, sort of give me an idea of what your favourite cars are from the channel. What would you, well, you don't have to do all 15, but what would your sort of top 5 be? Just so I know, so like when it comes to making content and stuff, what I can concentrate on more, but I would be really interested to know where you rate some of these cars. Are there any cars up here that you think should be down here? I'd be very, very interested to know. Treat it as if it was your fleet of cars. Where would you have them? It's very interesting. And as time goes on, hopefully we'll build this list up and up and up and up. But yeah, there you go. That's the fleet sort of table. There's nothing that immediately jumps out on this car that might fail its MOT. All the tyres seem to be good. I'm going to do a quick lights run through now with you. But the MOT runs out in 3 days. So it's going in Monday morning, it's Saturday now. The only slightly concerning thing, and I don't know if this is an MOT failure or not, is that there's no lights on the dash, right, which is perfect, but if you go to move, see it says engine system fault there. It said that since the day that I got it. It just loves to say that. It's weird. There's nothing wrong with it. It drives perfectly, but sometimes a little yellow light comes on, and it's to do with there's a switch on top of the gearbox down there, and it tells the car what gear it's in, right? And that switch has gone bad, and you can't change that switch, so I'm told, without changing the clutch, because you've got to take the gearbox out to do it, and you might as well change the clutch while you're there. And this thing has done 125,000 miles. It's probably due a clutch. I tow a lot with it, and I do feel that the clutch is, well, it could do with one. So that being said, I hope that's not an MOT failure, that little orange light that comes up on the dash. If it is, because it's to do with that switch not working properly, so if that light comes on for the MOT and he fails it on that, it's going to mean I'm going to have to put a clutch in it and stuff, which is going to be big money. And I don't know if I probably would. I mean, I don't know, it's one of those things, isn't it? Doing it myself on a 2-post lift's probably not ideal either. You know, you want a big 4-poster to do a clutch on something that weighs this much, really. A bit more stable. So yeah, bit of a tough one, but it's going to go down on Monday, and we'll see what happens. Okay, side lights. Need these for an MOT. Immediately we have a side light bulb out, so let's get that changed. This is a very good car, this. When I got it, I sort of kicked off a little bit when I got it, because there was a lot of problems. How the hell am I supposed to get there? I've just pulled the grille forward a little bit there. I think there's another clip I have to do down here somewhere or something, but either way, it seems quite extreme just to change a bulb, but apparently that is what you've got to do. Press the thing. There you go. Poor car. And then there's a couple of these badges, which you just sort of pull up like so. And then maybe, once you got those in the right place, which I obviously haven't, what's holding you in now? Is it that leaf? Could just smoke around like this, couldn't we? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, there's another clip at the bottom, look. Line everything up. There we go. Okay, tidy, let me show you. This very cool mechanism here, see that sliding tab? You've got to sort of slide it up and down like so, and it goes through these holes there. So it's quite a nice, simple design, that, isn't it? And I imagine on the back, there is a side light in here somewhere, which I've got to change. Old bulb, new bulb. They go in this hole here. Fairly straightforward.
That's if you put it in the right way up. And is it an headlight bulb or a brake light? We'll find out later.
Dickie's turned up for moral support. Nice one. Thanks very much. We're just trying to keep each other like happy at the moment, because it is, and cheerful, because it is Baltic.
It's mad.
When are you anticipating warmer weather coming?
1st of July should be a good month.
Side lights now both working. That is a 2-minute job. Fair play. All just on plastic clips. Do you want to switch headlights on for us?
Let's switch them on.
Oh yes, headlights, lovely. And give it a flash. Have we got main beam? Yeah, look at that. Have we got front fog lights? Yeah, go on. Yeah, we got right. Yeah, and we got left. Yeah, love it. Have we got front fog lights? I've never checked them. They're a bit steamy. They've never been in very good nick, so I've never bothered looking. Oh, we got front fogs.
And we've got disco lights. Yes, it's a disco.
And what about the backs then? Have we've got, yeah, we've got all brakes, left, right, magic. Have we got a fog light on the back? Pull it out all the way. Yeah, we have. That's amazing. And we've got 2 number plate lights. I've just thought as well, because of that thing that's wrong with the gear stick, it doesn't sense when it's in reverse. We haven't got a reverse light, because I know we haven't got a reverse light, because I can never see anything when I'm reversing. Pain in the ass, and I've got to change a clutch to fix that. Nice one, Land Rover. Anyway, I don't think you need that for an MOT, so we should be good to go. On Christmas Day, this gentleman here, Mark, won this car. A few of you have been putting comments on and asking, like, who won the Boxster? Where is it? Well, we've had a bit of delay picking it up, partly because of my fault.
Yeah. Alton Park's fault.
Alton Park's fault. When because the car had sat for a few weeks after I sorted the slave cylinder, when I went to move it, it just went bang, did it again. I was like, oh, what the hell's all this? Middle of winter, I was middle of doing the Jag episode over Christmas, so I gave the car to Rob at A51 and he put brand new clutch in it, and it turned out the problem was, I'll try and overlay a picture of it because I've never seen this fault before. It's completely new to me, but the clutch arm itself had snapped and wasn't, sometimes it had just moved too much and not enough, and it was bad. But anyway, all new flywheel, clutch, everything, all the business. It's taken a few weeks, but Mark is now here to pick it up.
Can't wait.
Where are you going now?
Oh, we're going back home.
Where's that?
Hull.
Hull.
Yeah, so we're going to go right across the 62, so hopefully it won't be snowing this time.
Brilliant. Yeah, I hope it's a little bit warmer. Yeah. And yeah, no roof off just yet.
No.
There's still ice on the back of the car, isn't there?
I felt it this morning.
But yeah, I hope you enjoy it, mate. It's a nice motor.
This is what I've always wanted, like I say.
Brilliant.
With having kids and that, you don't put your hand in your pocket.
For yourself, yeah.
It's worth having a punt on a raffle, innit? But you're not going to put £5.5 or whatever into it.
Of course.
When you've got kids and that.
How many tickets did you buy?
10.
10 as worth.
Well, I got 11 tickets for it. It wasn't the free one.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I like the time. I can't remember the good old days when you.
Hey, this is the dream for me. This, you know, it's mad that because you usually get it over us, but we had thick snow and you know, ice and stuff this morning as well, freezing.
Yeah, coming over the top of the pennant, you're like, oh yeah. It's like, that'll be nice when a real grab car.
So this, you know, just. You've just got to give it some stick, man. Get mid-engine rear-wheel drive oversteer. Like, there's nothing better.
Yeah, get there where we live. You just go across the bridge, go to Lincolnshire. It's all nice little B roads.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Bikers like to go.
Perfect.
This will be going.
Yeah, this is great handling cars.
The MX-5 was the one that I went for. I didn't get that one. I was like,
is that better than the MX-5? Do you think?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's a titch, but it is literally one of them, innit? It's like you just put your money in just because you want the channel to keep going. It's
perfect.
Honestly, yours, like say, I watch thingy, but it just wraps them up too quick.
Yeah.
But,
Johnny.
Yeah, and I watch Armstrong and all them.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's all I do. My missus goes to bed real early on the night, so I just watch YouTube all night, mate.
So do I. Great stuff, right? Well, yeah, safe trip back.
Thank you very much, young man.
And if you want to win the Audi, go onto the website. See you later.
See you, mate.
Proper job. Dead happy with that. Cars, a minter, and yeah, had to get all the clutch and stuff all done because got a bit of a heavy right foot. And I gave the car a little bit of a rude awakening, didn't I, at Alton Park? But yeah, that's going to be a really nice car for him now. Nothing, it just wants for nothing. Great stuff. Right, what's next round here? So let's just get into your favourite top 10 videos, and then I'll tell you mine. It's very interesting, right, what other people love to watch and what I sort of love to make, and it's interesting, and you can never tell. That's probably the most interesting thing, is I never know sort of like what's going to do well and what isn't. Strange. I'll go from 10 to 1. The Capri at 265,000 views, and this is as of, what are we on, middle of January in 2025, and these change all the time. They go up and down all the time. It's very, very interesting, but the Capri is the 10th most watched. And then it's the Nova. Nova was great. At 270,000 views, so a few thousand more. And just In front of it is the Panhard at 275,000 views, and that was for the little compilation that only went out a few weeks ago, so I'm sure that's going to rise up the ranks quite a lot. Then at 330, massive jump up, 330,000 views is the Ambassador. That was really good, really enjoyed that one. Brilliant resurrection. Then, and this was only released 2 weeks ago, at 335,000 views is the XJS, the Jag. I mean, it was such a brilliant video and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. But it's interesting how that was only released 2 weeks ago and it's done more than cars that were released 2 years ago. Great, isn't it? I wonder where that's going to end up. The Austin Vanden Plas is next. Do you remember the Austin Vanden Plas? What a car. What a little car. It was a great video. I really, really enjoyed it. That is at 360,000 views. I remember when people were watching my videos and I was getting like 5,000 views and going, yes! Above the Vanden Plas is this thing here, this Rover P4, which is looking very sorry for itself, but that's kind of the point. It's supposed to. Need to do more mechanical stuff on it this year though. 365,000 views on the P4, just slightly beating the Vanden Plas. And then, just behind you there, the Rascal Van Resurrection. The Rascal Van, 370,000 views. Number 3, Rascal Van. Great that, isn't it, in the top 3. And then, it was the 2 most modern cars I've done so far. The Focus, at 375,000 views, parked over there. And the most famous car on the Tasty Classics channel is the one that in this video you can win for £1. The best car that's ever been on the channel is the Audi TT. Mad that, isn't it? I mean, it was a great video, thoroughly enjoyed it. And the weird thing is it hasn't made my top 10, but yet it's your top 10, it's your number 1. How weird's that? But they're the 2 most modern cars I've done. And the interesting thing with that as well is that I would love to do more modern classics. The difficulty being is you find them laid up in states like the TT was and the Focus was as much that you never really find them sort of left for dead, if you like, because they are a bit newer. So I'm working on getting more stuff like that, but it's just when the right thing has come about. I like cars that have been sat, you know, just like switched off, locked and walked away. That's what I like. And it's very rare to find more modern stuff, more modern classics that have been left like that. But if you know of any, my email address is in the description. Drop me an email with some pictures. Don't send me Facebook links. You've got to stop sending me Facebook links. I must get 5 a day Facebook links. I can't click onto them, I can't view them. I go through Facebook on my own personal Facebook account. I can't do it on the Taste Classics, can't do it through the computer. Don't send me them, it's pointless. I look on Facebook Marketplace, I know what I'm looking for, so I love your enthusiasm and looking for me, I really, really do, but it is pretty pointless. I look through Facebook for my own stuff. Same with eBay and stuff. The only things I want you to send me in that email is if you own the car. If you own the car, then it's just easier for me to talk to you. There's no point you sending me, oh, my mate's got this, I've seen this down the road, this is parked up over here. Like, it doesn't, I can't, I look for cars for sale, not, you know, if it's your car, I really want to hear from you. That would be great. My top 10 resurrections. Now this is super hard for me to sort of go through, really tough, and it could change massively, but this is where we're at so far. In number 10 is the Austin Vanden Plas. It was a great resurrection series, that, and meeting the family and stuff, really enjoyed that. Then it was the Panhard at number 9. One of the best things, but it was 10 episodes long, that bloody thing, by the end of it, and I was getting a bit like, oh my god, it was becoming a bit of a challenge, but it's still on my top 10. It's, you know, it's number 3 on the cars that I love, but the actual videos that I recorded, just the resurrection thing, you know, it should be number 1. This is so hard to do. This is so hard to do, top 10. Take this all with a pinch of salt. Number 8 was the 205 recently, just because of how I managed to film it all, and one of my favourite bits of that was the introduction. I love the music and stuff on it, but do you remember the bit where the plane went over, the jet flew over? That was the maddest thing. Like, I was doing the car, I was outside and I was just videoing around the car just as we got it out and a jet flew over. I like jets. and it kind of just made it all for me, and it drove so well home, and it was just really good to film. I really enjoyed that 205 Resurrection. Then it's the Vitesse at number 7. The Vitesse Resurrection, that car was a joy to be around. It was the happiest little classic car I've ever been anywhere near. I loved that Vitesse. The engine coming back to life after having almost no compression and just trying it with 50 odd times, turning the key to get the thing to bloody run, and it fired into life and became a beast of a little classic car. It was so good, and it's with its new owner now. He's doing more work to it, getting it so it's really, really, really nice. It's great. I loved that car. It was really good. I enjoyed every minute of it. And then the car that I probably enjoyed working on the least, because they're a nightmare to work on because they're made out of plastic. It was a Scimitar. Scimitar, so cool. Just the Resurrection video on it was just a dream. The wheel fell off, do you remember? When we drove it all the way to Tamworth, got it all going, drove it to Tamworth. I want to do more stuff like that this year. It was just brilliant. I really, really enjoyed that Scimitar video. I love Scimitars, but after working on that one, I don't really want another one again. The body and chassis are separate, and getting your hand in places and everything's very sharp, and it's made of fiberglass. It's just, they're a bit of a pig. They were called a plastic pig, and they're a bit of a pig. Anyway, number 5 over there was the Focus. Just loved the car. I loved it. It was a very nice video to do. It was really nice. It was the first one I did to sort of get my hands on something modern, and I really wanted one of those cars. So just being able to, I don't know, it was just an enjoyable thing for me to film from start to finish, and all the different little jobs that the car needed, and the underneath restoration. The underneath restoration was back-breaking work, and I don't really want to do much more of that in my life. It was pretty hellish, but doing it, I've done it a few times now. I did it on the Rascal, I've done it on several other cars. That is so rewarding, because I know it's just sat there now and the underneath's nice and clean, you know. I really enjoyed that video. Number 4, this may surprise you, is the Boxster. I just loved that Resurrection. We didn't have to do much to it. It'd only been parked for a little while, but it was just taking it to the track day, breaking it, fixing it. It was just great. It had everything for me. And again, super, super enjoyable for me to film. And we used our first camera that hangs off the back of a car, the 360 one, which I've not been able to use much recently because it gets dark so early and very, very dirty on the roads, but in the summer I'm going to use it more. But it was just great. I just really enjoyed it. It was a really, really good video from start to finish, I thought. It was good fun, you know. Number 3 is the XJS, the recent one. The end of that video where it ran, when me and Rob gave each other a high five when it was running, amazing. I was so depressed that car wasn't running up until the day when it did. I'd spent so many days on it. I was just, another thing, another thing, another thing, another thing. And then it finally went. Sorry about that, battery died. What I was going to say was the story behind it was amazing as well. The fact that it's going back off to be restored by the son of the person that owned it, I think that's dead cool and kind of makes what I do very worthwhile. I enjoy seeing cars that car was, and many people said it in the comment, I'd never go anywhere near that. You know, and I posted pictures of it on Facebook and that, people going, oh my God, that's a scrap. Leave it where it is, crush it, you know. It's just like, no. That's a bit of history there. Let's make some effort, you know. Great. And then in number 2, it's P4. That Resurrection, I was doing it at this time of year, and I remember it was just freezing cold. The engine was seized solid. I was doing everything I possibly could to get that car to go. It was so tough. It's so difficult. Just everything on it, you know, all the wiring as well. It had been absolutely butchered, that car. It had someone had done horrible things to that poor little Rover, and just bringing it back to life. And it drove so well afterwards and ran so well. It still does now. It's just, what a machine. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. When that engine first spat all its stuff everywhere and, you know, unlocked itself, that was great. Put a big smile on my face, and still does every time I see it. I really enjoyed that. Number 1 may come as a surprise, my favourite video I've ever recorded. Let me know if you guessed it before I say it as well in the comments. But it was nowhere near your top 10, probably because we never got it running. But my favourite video I've ever recorded was the Austin 1300. When we visited the little barn in North Wales, mid Wales-ish, it was one of the most fun couple of days of my life. I just loved it. On site, just the story of it. It'd been sat in there for so long, and just the exploration of everything. Amazing fun, amazing fun. Even though the car didn't run and it's gone off to help other cars live longer, that was great. That was such a great, and just the fun of seeing that other one that was parked behind it being torn off. And when we first got there, I was like, there's a car in there. And you couldn't see because it was just so overgrown. It just looked like a mound of dirt, but it was a car, and it was the most fun. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. It's just, even though the car doesn't run at the end, it was the most fun to film. I absolutely loved it. Now that was my top 10 of my resurrections that I've ever done. It's probably changeable. There's probably other videos in. One of the big videos that I enjoyed filming the most was when we got the Citroen C4 Loeb edition and the Datsun Copen, and we took them to a track day. We bought them both cheap and took them to a track day, raced them, and I crashed the Copen. That is one of my favourite videos I've ever recorded. It wasn't a resurrection, it was one of the first Tower of Power videos. But not many people watched that, hardly anybody really. I think it's like 16,000 views, but it was one of my favourites film, and it was just because it was the height of summer and it was just really, really nice. I really enjoyed that. But resurrections wise, that's my top 10, possibly subject to change in the future. And as I said, with the cars, which one's your favourite? I would be really interested to know what your favourite resurrections are. Not necessarily go off any of these lists, doesn't matter about that, but let me know your top 3 or your top 5. What do you enjoy watching the most? And then I can sort of use that information, harvest that information, make informed decisions on what videos to make in the future. It's good fun. I hope you're enjoying this video. Are you enjoying this video? I feel like it's kind of just, it's nice to get a few things boxed off, like a bit of a year-end review. I did a year-end review year before last at the end of the year, and this is kind of like that now, but in the start of the year. No, it did not. But it's not done too badly at all. Like, it only failed on 3 things. And if you imagine how many items are on this car, how many components, for it to only fail on 3 of them, it's pretty good, I think. So it needs one of these. This was one of the failures. Brake fluid excessively corroded. Tyre tread depth below requirements, offside rear. So that one there, one of the advisories where the bushes are a little bit old and worn, so the inner bit of the tyre's gone a little bit. It's fine. Just pop a tyre on it, it's no problem. Super straightforward. And then a brake pipe likely to become detached or damaged, offside rear inner, flexible hose insecure. It needs a tyre wrap putting on it. That's the best solution to everything, is just stick a tyre wrap on it. And that's it. And then I'll get another 12 months out of this Land Rover. Considering the last MOT cost me 3 grand, I think that is pretty good. Sorry about all the noise, but the TT is outside being washed, getting it ready for the end of this video, for the raffle. Brake hose fluid excessively corroded, which I think is this little chap here, which is pretty sad. So we're going to get that swapped over. And oh god, yeah, you can see where he's chalked there. Look at that. How well you can see that there. But that bit of it there is definitely excessively corroded. So we're going to swap all that out, which is pretty cool and should take no longer than 6 hours. Okay, so take parts off, put new part on. Should be super straightforward. What kind of clip is that? Just put my axle stand underneath. There we go. While I'm doing this, I might sort of just give you a few reasons as to why this car, I'm so pleased about it working and getting an MOT. Is that the right one? Yeah, looks Looks pretty good, doesn't it? So take that off there. Start with the easy jobs. Just start taking things apart until it all comes off in your hand. Do we think this is going to undo? Oh, beautiful. I'm really chuffed that this thing has done so well on its MOT, because I didn't really want to have to buy a new car for two reasons. One, a new car that I was thinking of buying would have been maybe, oh nice, a sort of a new Ford Ranger or something, a pickup. But over here in the UK, we've just had a big nightmare. The government, the HMRC, the guys that we all work for, they have decided that pickup trucks are no longer commercial vehicles, which means to us money. As a business owner, it's not very tax efficient for me to get a pickup truck anymore. So, and I need something obviously big for towing, don't I? So it was like, well, what else can I get? And I did think of the Defender commercial that I was talking about last time, and that still might be on the cards one day when I'm a millionaire. But for now, I'm really glad that this thing, I'm still able to use it. Right, apologies for the dramatic change in sound quality, but I just, my microphone just died. Batteries last 2 seconds, and I forgot to charge them. Okay. How can I hammer this when I can't even... Right, it's not going to get any more on there than it is. If this doesn't work now, we're going to have to... I don't know what we're going to do. Got no purchase on anything at all. Oh my god, is that actually undoing? Oh my god, it's undoing. Oh my god. That was a stroke alert, because if this hadn't undone, I was not sure what I was going to do here. I would have probably cut the pipes off and then cut this bracket off and then just had to cut everything off piece by piece. Or just start a new life somewhere else, swarm. My car's done rust. Oh ho ho ho! Dankeschön. Get that out of there when you can't get anything in there. Everything's designed by someone who has no intention of taking it off again. Taking things off and apart is always infinitely harder than putting things back together when they're just knackered and rusty like this is. But we must push through. Come on. Oh, look at how easy that came off then. What a dream. It's just flying. That's because I sprayed it with a load of plus gas. So I think, I'd imagine now, yeah. So you undo that, take this out, and then what I'll do is I'll put the new one in straight away, that there. So I'll just put that in, and then I can tighten that up, and then it'll start to drip out of there, and then we'll just tighten it up on that side once we've routed it. And we'll have to do this dead fast, so we lose as little brake fluid as possible, and we only have to bleed this wheel. Right, having a nice little drip there, and then that one can just go straight up. Well, let's give it a quick one of these first on those threads. Clean them up a touch. Lovely, lovely. And then pop that into there. That can sit nicely. Why is that not going in? Like so, and spin that back on. Oh, so good. That was just the most efficient thing I've ever done. And I've already loosened this to make sure that everything's fine. Okay, lovely. Very nice. That's like that. Is that, do you prefer it that way? Yeah, that looks better to me. I haven't done the bleed nipple yet because I don't want to, alright? Leave me alone. No, because I don't want any more brake fluid to spill on the floor than has to. So we'll do that afterwards and we'll give it a bleed. Tidy. Nice and solid up there. Tighten that badger up. So another reason why I love this Discovery as much as I do is it's got a pretty good engine, right? A lot of people slag these engines off, but these engines are in everything and they're really good. There's always constantly enough power on tap, and it doesn't matter what you're towing or what you're pulling. I've never like gone up a massive hill with the trailer on and gone, oh dear, you know, I hope it's going to make it. It always makes it. It just does. It's very, very capable, and I like that a lot. And another little thing which you might not expect, until you've got it, you don't realise how much you use it, is the split tailgate. The split tailgate on this is just, it's like a little workbench. And if you're putting in stuff that's, you know, the load might not be as secure as you'd like, you can just put it into the thing without pulling the tailgate down, and it doesn't fall out anywhere. And it's just really good. It's good design, unlike this bolt that I'm doing now. In there, and that one on. That is done. Very, very nice. I'm just going to get the brake cleaner, clean up all the connections and make sure we've got nothing leaking. Bono Estente, it's me, voiceover Ben. How are you? There's a couple of things that I forgot to mention, but I recorded these bits afterwards, of why I just like this Land Rover. And I know you're all in the comments going, buy a Toyota Land Cruiser, but I haven't got an AK-47, have I? So I don't need a Toyota Land Cruiser. I need my Land Rover to drive around the beautiful Cheshire countryside. So the air suspension is sick. You have no idea how much you actually use air suspension until you've got it. Almost every time I put a car on the trailer or take a car off the trailer, I'm raising all over in the Discovery. If I need to get in somewhere or get out of somewhere, I'm raising all over in the Discovery. It's so good. And another thing as well is I like the ergonomics and layout of everything, all the cup holders, all that sort of stuff. It's all in good places. It's just everything works nicely and I can get all my gear in there. And as a tow vehicle, as a tool that I use, it's pretty bloody good. Everything looks really nice, so very pleased with that. I'm then going to bleed the brakes. I'm going to stick a tyre wrap on the one on the back, and then that's everything I can do. I'm not going to make you wait around for the tyre on this because he can't do that till tomorrow, and the tyre on the TT as well. He's going to do that tomorrow with my trailer tyre as well. It's got a massive hole in it. So it's pretty much ready for its MOT. Just thought I'd show you this because it was actually quite a nice fix in the end. That it was just missing one of these things, and I had one that was in stock, which isn't the right one, but it's one, and I have fitted it, and now it's solid, not going anywhere. So happy days. Brakes are all bled, everything else is done. That took me probably an hour. Discovery pretty much MOT'd once the tyre's done. Much better than the last Saga. Great car, another year at Tasty Classics, unless it breaks down catastrophically, and then maybe not, but we'll see. Oh, I left an axle stand on the back. Bet you lot thought I don't use axle stands, didn't you? Are you naked? Are you cold? Well, I have the solution for you. I'm very excited to announce that we've now got like a core range of merch sorted. And what that means for you is that we're going to have stock, so you're not going to have to wait. I've done some massive orders, been working on this for a while in the background, done some big orders of stuff it's probably due in about a week or so, so I haven't got it in stock right now, but it's only going to be another week or so before it arrives, of our core range of t-shirts and hoodies and hats and all good stuff like that. Stickers, sticker books, everything, all very, very cool. And there's a couple of new things that we're doing. This new design, isn't it cool? It says Dirty Rascal, and there's a Dirty Rascal on the back, and then it says Dirty Rascal again on the front, but it's a clean Rascal. It's like this one here. How cool. I was really, really pleased. We've got a new guy that's just doing, a guy called Kyle is doing some designs for us. Got another very exciting one coming probably end of March, beginning of April, and yeah, just sort of, once these are gone, we're printing a load of them, and then we're going to sell them, and then when they're sold out, they're sold out. So if you want one, get your hands on one, because this is the last ones that we'll be doing, you know. We're going to run them probably till the end of March, or until we run out of stock, so it depends how many people want them. But the other stuff that is going to be continuously in is the t-shirts with a nice diamond logo, Starter Motor logo, and these hoodies that I think you'd agree look superb with the logos on as well, and the big Starter Motor on the back and all that sort of cool stuff. So really pleased that we've got those, and they're all very good quality. I always like to do high quality stuff. I don't like cheap t-shirts and things and cheap hoodies, so we're doing the nice stuff, and they're not that expensive. I think t-shirts are 25, hoodies are 45 or something like that, so it's not crazy money, you know, not ridiculous. And as an offer for the first sort of one of these that we're doing, we've had this t-shirt made. Now this t-shirt is a one of one. There is only one of these t-shirts, and it is an extra large, right? Because that's the one we tend to sell the most of, because everybody's like me on the channel. But this is one of one, this t-shirt. It's got a picture of the Dirty Rascal on the front, and what we're going to do is for everybody that places an order between now and the end of March, every single order that comes in is going to go into a hat, and we're going to pick a name out, and that could be your prize then, yeah? So there you go. I could be like sort of doing like car vertical stuff and HelloFresh and things, but I'm not really into all that. I don't like that. So if I use it, like when we did the Rimmers one, if I use them, they're good, I'll tell you about them. If I don't use them, I'm not going to stand here and try and sell them to you. Don't really care about that. I'd rather sell you my own stuff, which I think is really good and I wear. So there you go. Thanks very much. Back to whatever it is that you're watching. She's back from the body shop. The car that has got the most views on the whole channel for its resurrection, the Audi TT. I'm super happy with the job. He's sorted that right out, cleaned up my mess. But, you know, it's fun just to have a little go. It's like when we did the Rover with the brush. But yeah, it looks amazing. I'm well pleased with it. And I think whoever wins this car in the raffle is going to be so pleased. It drives perfectly. It's perfectly straight, plenty of power, no lights on the dash, everything works. It's just a very, very nice car. I'm going to sort that tyre out before it goes as well, and that's it. I'm just going to make sure I keep it clean, make sure I keep it nice, and then probably a month's time this raffle's going to go on for, and then like whoever wins it can come and pick it up like we did with the Boxster, come and see the place. I'll chuck a few bits of merchandise in there for you as well. Just make sure you have a good time and you enjoy taking your car away, because that's what it's all about. You're going to help the channel by spending a quid or a tenner or whatever you want to spend on tickets, and I will try and make it pretty unforgettable when you come and pick the car up. Of course, I'm going to be sad to see this thing go. I was hoping if I had the money, I would just leave it tucked away in a corner and just sort of watch it increase in value, but I can't do that with everything. I need some money in now, and I need the space. I've got a lot of other projects on the go, and I've also got my 911 in there, which I'm hoping the video for that is going to be completed tomorrow, so I can get that video out to you on Friday. So you might have a couple of videos this week, which would be good. But I don't really, now I've got that, I don't particularly need this. That's my German sort of sports car, you know, but you could have this. And, you know, the thing about these things being raffled off is they go to viewers of the channel. They don't just go to someone on eBay that I've never met before, and, you know, it could be dodgy, and it just, you know, it's less stress for me, because I know whoever comes to pick the car up is going to know the car, know the channel, and, well, they so far tend to have all been nice people, you know. The link to the RAFFLE website is in the description. You can also just click onto the Tasty Classics website and go follow through from there. You'll see the picture of the car and stuff on the Tasty Classics website. Put your £1 in, put your tenner in, put whatever you want in, and then I might see you, you know, towards the end of February where you can come and drive this thing away. So that's kind of it for this video. I know it's not been a particularly long one and possibly not been particularly interesting because it's just been me stood here talking for the most of it. However, there was a lot of jobs that I needed to get done and we've got them all done, and I'm a big fan of context, so I like, because I get a lot of comments, people going, what's happened to the Jag, what's happened to the Boxster, who won this, what's happening with this, when are you doing another raffle for the TT? I get a lot of those comments, so it's nice to give a bit of, tell everybody what's going on, you know what I mean? It's important to have these sorts of videos, and we've got a big video hopefully coming out on Friday or Saturday, which will be the 911. And then there's a car, I don't know if you can see behind me, that's under a cover. If you can guess what that is, good luck, but that is something I'm working on at the moment. That's very cool, British Left 4 Dead, so that's going to take me, I don't know, maybe a week or two to film, and then there's a couple of other things that I'm doing in the meantime, so I will see you when they're all done, and yeah, thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye. I am just sitting in the office and I want to do something that you guys get to do, right? But I don't. I don't get to play with my own stuff. Granted, I get to drive the cars and things, but this is one of the best things I've ever done, right? I love this sticker book, and we're already talking about ideas for 2025, 2026 sticker book, and I'm really looking forward to that, and maybe there's going to be enough cars that have been through the workshop to do a top trumps, which again, very, very excited about if that comes off. So I just wanted to go through the rarities of the stickers, because this is kind of like football stickers, Pokemon cards, that sort of stuff. There's shinies, there's rares, there's commons, and I want to go through that, and I want to open some packets. So this, I've got a little camera set up here, we're going to go through, open some packets, we're going to try and fill a book in, or, you know, put as many stickers as we can in the book, and as we're doing it, I'll tell you what's rare, what's a super shiny rare, or what is a common. Exciting, yeah? This is for the hardcore fans, I think, you know. So the book itself has got little QR codes next to the car, or the empty space, you know, outlined so you know exactly which sticker goes there, and that QR code takes you to the video of that car, and then there's a little bit of words that I wrote just next to them just to sort of say about the car, and there's like the Nürburgring cars, there's other stuff, there's British cars, you know, it's just, there's a lot of good fun in this. And it's worth mentioning that the first 3 people to complete the sticker book get a free gift box with signed goodies. Only 2 people have completed this so far, which if you follow me on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff, you'll be able to see when I, you know, say well done to them and post their pictures. So we're still there's still one more big goodie box to win. Anyway, let's open some packets. I have purchased on the black market 20 of these. Look how good they are. So nice and professional and so cool. I designed these. I designed that pack. You thought I was just some grease monkey? I designed it. So we've got a load of packs to open there. Let's get stuck in. Packet number 1, you just peel the top and then you throw the packet, once you've got your stickers out like that. Oh, there they are. And I can see there's a shiny in this one already. And then you get your plastic packet there and just throw it into your nearest river or lake, or even the ocean. That'll be fine. So what have we got? Okay, now the first one that we have here is the Mazda MX-5, and that is super cool. And the Mazda MX-5, I think, is a common. Yes, the Mazda MX-5 is a common. So where do we put the Mazda MX-5? Just got to look for, I mean, you could read these, it'd be a clue. It's on the very first page here. So let's put that one on. It's important to get it nice. I'm going to take this home with me once I've done it and put it on my shelf. Oh, yes, first sticker in the sticker book. Next up is Wasabi. Where does Wasabi go? Is that all there? Always wanted to drive one of these and it didn't disappoint. First diesel on the channel. All of the words that I wrote are kind of like clues as well, you know. Steady. Oh, yes. Look at that. Right, so that's 2 commons. Oh, C4 Lobe. What's that? Wish I'd kept that. I have got a save search for another one. Oh, this is a rare. So you've got the super rare shinies, you've got rares, and you've got commons. This is a rare, because it's a rare car. They only made a certain amount of these. Oh, I need to find out where it goes first. Oh, Tower of Power. So this car we took on the Tower of Power. Another one I wish I'd kept. Some light modifications would have made this already quite good car brilliant. That's what I wrote for that. Let's pop it in the thing. Oh, so good. What are you up to this evening? You could be doing this. Super rare, holographic shiny. This is the first rare one. This is the Vitesse. Now, I'm not going to tell you what these are limited to, numbers-wise, but it works out as roughly thirds. Does that make sense? So the super rare shinies are a third of the total amount we had printed. The rares are 2/3, and then 100% is the commons. Does that make sense? I don't know. I did it a while ago and it was difficult and I had to use maths. I just cut my nails like the day before yesterday, so this is really hard. There we go. Now, I put it straight to this page because I know that this is where the super shinies go. And it says, there's a typo up here, it says there are 2 super rares for this annual. Find the limited edition shinies. There's actually 3 because we changed our mind but then forgot to change that bit of text. But that's what makes things human. Whoa! That looks so good. Right, next packet. I've got 20 packets here. We don't have to open all 20, but we'll open it some. What are we gonna get? Oh, should we do it upside down? Yeah, let's do it upside down. Is the Focus. Now this, we touched the Nürburgring, so it's going to go on the Nürburgring page. Yep, there it is. Oh yes, look at that. In she goes. Superb. This is about as much fun as it looks. This is great. I'm having a wonderful time. What's next? Oh, it's the Austin 1300. This is that was again my favourite resurrection. Engine finished now to episode 2. What's it? Oh, it'll be on one of the British pages, won't it? Unfortunately, a seized engine and some serious rot meant I couldn't save it. Sad, but still a lot of fun. Now, what is the rarity? I forgot to tell you the rarity for the Focus and for... Oh, I didn't get that one properly. Oh, God. Got it out the lines. The Focus is, I think that's common, and the Austin is a common as well. Interesting. The Rover P6. This is amazing. Not got any doubles yet, which is good. Don't know how doubles work. What am I going to do with the doubles? We could do, if we ever do like a... I'm trying to find a location. The problem is I want to meet everybody and have like a bit of a, you know, get everybody together, a bit of a cars and coffee type thing. I'm still working on my mate who organises Chester Cars and Coffee. I'm going to speak to him and get him to organise it. But the problem is that potentially loads of people are going to turn up, and that could be a problem. So we might have to do a ticketed one or something. I don't know, but I'm going to try and sort something. And when we're there, we could do a swap meet, couldn't we, for stickers? Want, got, want, got, swap, that sort of stuff. P6. I found this one in a hedge. There you go, with some more words. I won't tell you what everything says because you can either read it on that camera there or read it on your sticker book if you've got a sticker book. These are on the website, by the way, and for, I think it's $14.99, and you get the book and 3 packs. That is for nothing. It's so cheap. Oh, I was about to open another one. We've still got one car to go. It's the TT. Look at that. Very smart. That's the raffle car. Right, where does this go? Oh, it's a Nürburgring car. So it goes on the Nürburgring page. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Made it into the lines. The TT, is that a common? TT is a common. What was the P6? Was that a common or a rare? P6, a common. So we've had a lot of commons so far. We had one super rare. We had no rares. Interesting. Next packet. I'm having a whale of a time, and I'm not lying on a concrete floor, and there's a heater down there keeping me warm. Oh, okay. First one that dropped on the floor is the Rover 820. Look at that, so cool. So, British car page. What have we got here? A bit of a granddad's car. That'll be the one. Drove it all the way to the factory where it was made and then weren't allowed in. Okay, what's next? And we have, one of the earliest cars on the channel when I was going to say when I didn't know what I was doing, but I still don't know what I was doing, but when I knew less than I do now. The Mercedes. It's the 190e. So, rarity for the 820. The 820 is a common. And the Merc, I'm pretty sure the Merc's a common as well. Oh no, the Merc's a rare. The 190e is a rare. Oh, exciting. So that's our first rare, non-shiny rare. So if you've got one of those, it's a rare car. My first big Resurrection series on the channel, I wish I could have kept it. I do wish I could have kept it. Oh, so good. What's next? Oh, it's our first double. First double is the MX-5, which is a common. It's our first double, so I'm going to put our doubles on the laptop there and we'll have a look at those after. Oh, second double already. That's a Saab, so we'll put that there as well. Okay, next packets. The good thing, if you get doubles as well, you can just stick them anywhere. Put them on anything. Put them on your laptop, put them on your fridge, whatever you want to do. Or keep them and sell them on eBay. That'd be good. Okay, it's the Mondeo, the ST24. How smart. The Mondeo is a common. Where would the Mondeo go? It was a Tower of Power car, so it should be on the Tower of Power page, because we took it onto Anglesey Race Circuit. That was a lot of fun, I enjoyed that. And the story about that is incredible. So a guy bought it, a guy called Tony bought it and said he was going to restore it, and I was like, yeah mate, whatever. It was knackered underneath. And he sent me tons of videos and stuff. It's all on Facebook for you to see, and pictures of the car being completely restored, right? Like completely restored. He cut all the rot out, put new sills on it, underneath, subframe, the lot. He did so much work on that car and then immediately sold it for bugger all. I should have bought it back, but I just couldn't at the time. But he sold it for next to nothing, and it's been going round eBay here and classic car auctions and stuff there. It's mad. But what we do know is that was a saved car. We saved that car. Pleased. Another double. It's the Austin. So we'll pop that there. What's this one? Oh, nice. It's the Viking. Got the Viking, and the Viking is there, and it is a common. The Viking is a common because there's lots of Rover P4s out there. Yes, probably the most difficult car I've had to get running is what I've written there with some more words. Oh, yes. Oh, fabulous. Oh, we're in October. Oh, another British car. This is the Sunbeam Talbot 90. Very smart. Where does the Sunbeam Talbot 90 go? Was that a common or was it a rare? Where is it? There it is. It was a common. So that is another common. Okay, a tired old girl. Lots of problems with this one. Did get her running and driving though. But she needed a lot of work. I wonder what happened to her. Can't remember. Oh yes, that young lad brought her to do some welding on. If you're watching this, did you ever, any updates, anything? Next packet. What have we got? Put them down that way. Oh, it's the 820. It's another common, another double, sorry. What about this one? Oh, Spitfire. Nice car. I took a chance on the colour of this one and I think it paid off. Other words from the book. Do you think one day we'll sell these things in like WH Smith or something? I don't know, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? If you work for WH Smith, let me know. Or if you work for any retail giants, let me know so I can send you boxes of these things. It's also worth mentioning that once these are sold out, we're not doing any more. We'll keep doing the stickers, but the sticker books themselves, we've got another 3 boxes outside. We started off with 6, so we've gone through half of them already, and when they're gone, they're gone. So another few months and they probably will be gone because we only launched them a few months ago. So if you want one, get one. Oh, another one we haven't had. Look at that. It's the Scimitar. The wheel fell off this one on the way back to where it was made. Superb. This is great. And we've opened like 4 or 5 packets. We've only had a couple of doubles so far, so that's good. It's nice to know that the system works. This is another reason why I'm doing this. And that goes there. Next up. Oh, it's Mondeo. It's a double. Goes in the doubles pile. 5 doubles we've had so far. What was the rarity on the Scimitar? The Mondeo was a comment. The Mondeo was a common. The Mondeo was a common. If I didn't say that, I now am. And the Scimitar is a rare. The Scimitar was a rare, so that's cool as. Another pack. Opened. Empty. Ah, I'll do it the other way around so it's surprising. Focus. A double. Mondeo. That's 2 Mondeos I've got. If anybody wants Mondeo, let me know. Scimitar. We just had the Scimitar. That was a rare. So I'm going to put our rare doubles over there. And the Austin. That's our second Austin as well. Second common. The Austin. Must have made those 2 packs at the same time. Right then. Next pack. We didn't get any stickers. Did we get any stickers out of that? Try to get all of them. Oh well. Yeah, next one. Oh, it's a bit too sealed. That's the machine that we use to seal the packs as well. It's all in-house. We do it. I don't do it. Ellie does it. I saw what that was then. Okay. Oh, another super rare shiny. But it's a double. We've already done the Vitesse. We've got the Vitesse, so... But that's nice. That's worth like 700 quid, I think. I don't know. I'm making that up. Another double. It's the Audi. We've done the Audi, haven't we? Yep. Come on, what are we going to get? Don't want any more doubles. Third Mondeo. Not ideal. Oh, tidy. It's the Cavalier. Cavalier is a common. Where would that go? It goes on the British car page. Wonderful condition and gorgeous patina, but very rusty. It was the chassis that was gone on this, which is why I decided to move it on, because the chassis was sad, man. The chassis was in a bad way. So it had to go. Oh, so nice. Could have got that slightly more central then. Okay. Next packet. Here we go. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what's in there. Okay. Oh. Super rare Vitesse. I got it. Got 2 of them. Another common Mondeo. That's 4 Mondeos I've got now. What am I going to do with 4 Mondeos? Oh, this is, I think it's a common. It is. It's the Land Rover, the Discovery. Tasty Classics tow car. Is that on the British car page? Where does that go? The Ultimate Tasty Classics wallet emptying tow car is what I've written there, plus some other stuff, and it's proven to not really be that in this video, hasn't it? Because it's, oh, very nice, because it's only cost me 100 quid for its MOT. Amazing. What's this? Saab, another double of the Saab. Okay, next packet. Oh no! I forgot to do the thing. Have I ripped a sticker? Oh dear. It's not going to be an immaculate collection now, is it? Oh, I've made a right mess of that one. Is that it? Everything out of there? Oh no, one more. Oh, that's a big one. Not had that before. Okay, this is... what did we do? What card did we do then? Oh, the Discovery. Discoveries are common. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's the Rascal. I can tell just by the back of it. And because they were really hard to get into the thing. The Rascal van is a... That is a rare. Another rare car. Very, very rare. Very, very nice. Is this on the... Where's this go? In the British? Yes. The one that got away, but then came back. Nice, okay. Lovely. Oh my God, is that our first full page? Look at that. That is our first full page. Super good. Doesn't it look cool? Look at the design. Ellie designed that, so, you know, say any congratulations to her, really, for that, how good that looks. But it was my idea. Well, the sticker book was Craig Johnston, I think his name is, Craig Johnston's idea. I kind of wanted to do something like that because I'd already done the stickers, and then he was like, you should do them in book. I was like, okay, I kind of was thinking that anyway, but he did say it first. So thanks, Craig. Okay, what's this one? This is it's a shiny. It's a shiny rare. Super rare, shiny Amiga MV6. So good. Does this go in the back? No, it doesn't. It goes on the Nürburgring because I took it to the Nürburgring. Yes. And this is a super rare because try and find a Mark 1 MV6 Amiga now. Just try and get one. They are so hard to find. I really want another one because I shouldn't have sold this one at all. And I did because, again, I needed the money. It's always because I need the money. That's why, because the bills don't stop coming. Oh, look at that. It looks so good. Nice. Right. What's next? Oh, Cavalier. Was the Cavalier a rare or a common? What was the Cavalier? Cavalier was a common, so we can go in the commons pile. Oh, nice. This is the one that I slightly nicked, but this is the... Vauxhall Frontera. 2 Vauxhalls in that pack. 3 Vauxhalls in that pack. How many Vauxhalls in that pack? 4 Vauxhalls in that pack. There's a Rascal as well. Wow. Am I getting too excited? Look at that Frontera. Isn't it sick? It was a really nice car, that one had done it as well. And apparently, I said I couldn't get it into 4-wheel drive. It's because there was a button on the dash that I hadn't pressed. I don't know everything. That's a common, the Frontera, even though that's the first one we've had of that. Right, okay, do that. So make sure we don't tear a sticker in half. Oh, stop looking, cheating. Okay, it's a Discovery, that's cool. It's common, put it in the commons pile. It's Mercedes. Okay, put that in the comments. It's first doubles of a lot of these, which is good. MX-5, did we do the MX-5? I think that was the first one we pulled. Yes, because there's double there. Are we going to get any stickers for the book? Oh, yes, MR2, look at that. How smart. What's the MR2? MR2 was a great little series as well, wasn't it? Oh, that's a rare. The MR2 is a rare. And it says there, if it was a manual, I would have kept it. Which is true, and I painted it, but because it was a slush box, I decided not to. Nice. Okay, I'll get in there. I'm going to do all of these packets, and that's it, and no more. And we'll see how many because it was 20 packets. There's 20 packets, there's another shed load to go. And we'll see what it takes to fill up a book. Saab, who is that giving the game away? Maybe I shouldn't do that, I don't know. Common, Saab, put it in the commons pile. What's this one? Oh, nice! It's a Capri! Haven't seen that yet, that's good. What's the Capri? Capri is a common. Because there's a lot of Capris about. And it says there, as I write this, the engine has been finished. It's exciting, isn't it? Gonna have to wait to find out what that means in Capri 5, which is coming out soon. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, that's another page finished. There we go, page finished. Oh, and that one, and then a whole big page, everything finished. What are we missing now then? Front page is finished. 2 missing from there. Finished. Missing 4 from the British car page. And we're missing 3 super rares. It's going to be difficult to get those. That's going to be the problem, isn't it? Another MX-5. Okay, next packet. Just saw another one. Oh, I think we haven't had this. Have we had this? This is Datsun Copen. I don't think we have. Let's have a look on the machine. Datsun Copen is a rare car. That is a rare sticker, and we've got one, so that's great news. Such a fun little car, and I crashed it at Cadwell Park, and then we rebuilt it, painted it again. Did a nice job of that. Lots and lots of body filler in that car because it was so rusty. What's next? MR2. Was the MR2 a common? I think it was, wasn't it? Oh no, the MR2 was a rare, so it goes in the rare pile. Ooh. Saab, another common Saab. And MX-5, another common. Okay. That's good though. We're getting there. What are you doing while I'm doing this? Let me know. Stop cheating by looking at them. Focus, another common, goes there. Mondeo, another common, goes there. Oh, another Capri, common. Where's? Oh, that's the first double of the Capri. Let's just shuffle those around. Oh, come on! This is a super rare. Now this is a super rare shiny. It kind of doesn't look that shiny, but it is a super rare shiny. It's just annoying how the thing came out, but it's a super rare. And it goes in the super rare. Yes! This is amazing. Again, probably worth £2,000, maybe £3,000 on the open market, I would imagine. Okay. Can you tell, like, I used to collect Pokemon cards and stuff? Is that coming across? I think so. Never did football stickers. I'm not really into football. Never have been. Doesn't interest me. Okay, what have we got? Let's open it that way so I don't cheat. What's next? Another super rare shiny Vitesse. It's a couple of grand's worth I've got there now in stickers. Oh wow, nice. Austin Vanden Plas. Not that Austin Vanden Plas, it was the Austin Ambassador Vanden Plas. Dead smart. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a rare. That's a rare car. And this one in particular, you could call it super duper rare because it's a misprint. Because see how that's just blank there? They missed off the name on that. But I think there's quite a few of them like that, so it's not that rare. British car page, surely I didn't find the thing. An emotional rescue was what I've written there, plus some other stuff, because it was. I remember finding the little letter inside. A little bit touching. Okay, another rare MR2 double, that's good. And a Mercedes common double. Right, next packet. Okay. Oh! Another super shiny to add to the collection. That's the Amiga, super rare. Another Saab coming. Another Rover 8, that's the second Rover 820i coming. And another Land Rover, the second Land Rover coming. Didn't get anything out of that packet, but there's only about 4 stickers I need left. So this is where it gets difficult, you know, and expensive for you guys. Not for me, because I don't have to buy these. I just get them. Just pick them out of that box there. I've got loads in there. What's behind door number 1? We have... Oh, have I got it? Ah, first double of the P6. Was the P6 a rare or a common? The P6 was a common. What's next? Are we going to get anything for the book? Come on. Yes! Rover 25. That was a super fun resurrection as well. And that's a common, that one. Super fun resurrection. Because I just didn't care. It was total scrap, that car. There wasn't a straight panel on it. The head gasket had gone. It was just fun. And it might have gone on to make other Rover 25s live on, but it's unlikely. It's probably just turned into a baked bean can. Without a doubt, the filthiest car I've ever been near. It had Fern Gully in the passenger side footwell. Nearly got 2 more on that page. Another Focus coming. Another Mondeo coming. Okay. A lot of Mondeos. In the next packet. Come on. Oh. Just sealed that one a bit. Could be better. What's she sealed that with, like? Bloody hell. Nice, okay. We have that way round, yep. P6. I should put these here, shouldn't I? So you can see them. Have we done this? I don't think we have. Yes! Look at that. That is the Austin Vanden Plas. We needed that. That's awesome. And that is I'm sure that's a rare, that one. I'm sure it is. No, it's a common. It's a common. Wow. But yeah, it's our first one. That's incredible. You just don't know how the game's going to go. Nice. One more to get for the British car page. Can anybody can you guess what it is? Who knows? Land Rover. Oh, Porsche. We haven't had the Porsche. Where's the Porsche go? Yes! Right, this is another 2 pages full once I put this Porsche 924 in. Super good. The Porsche, it says, is a common as well. And that means it was one that we needed. So we are nearly filling this book up. So there you go. Doesn't that look amazing? First 2 pages, full. Next 2 pages, full. We're missing 1 from the 3rd pages, and then 2 super rares. Ugh! Frustrating. We've got to get one. We've got to get one. Come on. Come on. What have we got? Which way round? I'll put these there so you can see them in that camera there, can you? Yep, okay. Come on! Look at that bad boy. That is one of the super rares that we needed. How smart is that? There's hardly any of these because there's only one of that car in the world and it's probably parked outside. So that is a super rare. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking. It's shiny. It's super rare. So that goes in the shiny bit at the back. 48 years parked in a barn, that car, until I came along and chucked some easy start down its neck. Lovely. Right, okay, what's next? Another Scimitar. Scimitar was a rare, so that's good. I've got a couple of doubles, rares. Another Mondeo, 7,000 Mondeos. And another Capri. Okay. 2 packets left, and we've got 2 stickers to find. There's no way this is going to happen. We are not that lucky. Okay. Number one. Oh, it's another fucking Mondeo for God, blimey hell. Right, okay. Next is another P6. That's cool. Stick that in the swaps pile. Another Austin 1300. Stick that in the swaps pile. Oh, yes! Look what we've got. Hello. This is one of the... There's no way we're going to do this on the last packet. There's no way. But that is the last car for the British page. This is my Mini, which was one of the first ever videos I filmed. Just did a few little videos on that of me finishing off the major restoration. Again, a car I wish I'd love to have kept, and it was immaculate when I sold it, and I sold it for loads of money, and that really helped, you know, push the channel. All that dough. Right, what's next? Because I was able to buy other cars with it. Right, last packet. Come on. That page is now full. Look at that. Doesn't it look amazing? So full. Is that camera still on? Yep. So good. What's next? Another Rover. Frontera. Oh, that's the first double of the Frontera. What was the Frontera? Was that a rare or a common? Frontera was a common, and that's only the first double of it. That's interesting. Another MX-5 and another Discovery. Out of packets. We're out of packets, so we never got to find out what the other super rare was. Sad. I'm not going to tell you what it says there. You have to buy the book to read what it says there. So that's it. That's all I've got a few doubles, some stuff I can take to the next swap meet, wherever that is. Do you reckon we'll do that one day? I don't know. If you can think of a location in the northwest that would happily house hundreds and hundreds of people in their cars, I was thinking Bolesworth, Bolesworth Hall, because I've spoken to them before. Anyway, I'll get my mate on it who does the Chester Cars and Coffee. We'll try and work it out, because in the summer I would like to meet a lot of you, and we could do a little swap meet. But I'm going to take this home. This is so good. My sticker book is sort of complete-ish. Fantastic. Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon. Bye. Oh my God, what are you going to do with the rest of your night? It just, well, it could be so boring, couldn't it? But, well, I've got a solution for you. Me and my friend Wyn, who is an ex-RAF pilot, he did search and rescue in helicopters, and he did fast jets, which is very, very interesting. We sit in a pub and we just tend to talk rubbish, and sometimes I've been told it can be quite funny. If you want to watch that, it's called the Wheels and Wings podcast, and the link is in the description of this video. So if you fancy just sitting there and having a bit of background noise, and do your ironing, wash the dishes, put a bit of Wheels and Wings on, and yeah, the link is up there, click on it. And we're also on Spotify, but it's better on YouTube because you can see us in the pub drinking. We've just got ourselves drinks. I've got a cider because it's good to start with a cider just to get your sugars right up.
Oh yeah.
After the booze from last night.
Yeah. I've got a Guinness because it's food.
That is a food drink. The ashtray's pretty cool. A year to remember. It certainly was.
It's getting to the point where you can only just...
We can only just remember. Right, let's put the camera down and get stuck into this, yeah?